need to watch Jupiter transit for 2026 because you would like to learn about will I be able to achieve my professional qualification? Will I be able to get married this year? Will I be able to conceive a baby this year, 2026? Will I be recognized as a professional consultant from my professional qualification? Then you need to watch and learn through Jupiter transit report for 2026. That's why you need to thoroughly studying this particular, may I say, the whole video forecast for transit of Jupiter for 2026. My dear friends, life can feel noisy and confusing, especially when you are carrying big questions about work, money, family, health, or relationships. If you would like to more clarity through 2000, do this again. A early app promo full. My dear friends, life can feel noisy and confusing, especially when you are carrying big questions about work, money, family, health, or relationships. If you would like more clarity through 2026, inside my Prakash Astrologer app, you can watch all 14 one-time life events forecast for your signs and also use your weekly and monthly premium horoscopes to plan with more confidence and less stress. All of this is free for you until the end of 2026. Whether you're already in my app or watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can visit astrology.prakashastrologer.com to register or log in and start using this support whenever you need it. Now I'm going to discuss second most important planet, the transit, Jupiter's transit. I will define you why. In this 2026, Jupiter moved 3 times forward. Very, very important. Jupiter is very high speed this year. We call in our language Atichari. But Jupiter is second most important planet. We always give it second most important in the yearly chart. Second most important planet after Saturn. Why? Because Jupiter represents professional knowledge. Jupiter represents professional ability. Jupiter represents professional skill set. Jupiter represents if you want to be a consultant. Jupiter represents if you want to be recognized worldwide for your knowledge, ability, skill set. That is Jupiter. And Jupiter also plays a very big role to getting married. You can enjoy companionship with anybody. You can have love anybody. No issue with that. But getting married properly, legally, religiously, socially, you want to get married. Yes. Then Jupiter will play the role. Without Jupiter's commitment or Jupiter's role, you can never get married. No. Third most important factor, to conceive a baby. Without Jupiter's support, you can never have a baby. Jupiter plays a big role in conceiving a child. Conceiving a baby is not be easy, but Jupiter will play a big role. Leo yearly chart 2026, the Jupiter transit, but I'm going to define the next 3 transits for Jupiter, one after another. Jupiter is very high speed. The first transit of Jupiter for Leo in 11th house. Leo can be your moon sign, your rising sign. First transiting for Jupiter in 11th house, already starting from 5th of December 2025. It will carry on till 2nd of June 2026. The December 2025, January 2026, February, March, April, May. 6 months, Jupiter will be transiting through, may I say that, 11th house. So Leo, when Jupiter transits through 11th house, this signifies a very good time. During this time period, you may expect promotion at your workplace, gain in trade, even a position of higher authority in your professional world. Yes. Leo, this could also prove to be very socially good timing for you. As your status in society is like to heightened, your splendor, your physical presence will also be noticed, sought after during this time period. You may even expect to get gain from the friends and dear friends. This time period will help you to see your enemies mellow down and defeated. Your interest in religious activity will be rising. You could be benefited by the power of chanting and mantras. If you're a bachelor, you might consider a marriage. If you're a young couple, may expect a new member of the family, baby. Some of you are also getting romantically involved with companions during this time period. Finances would be good. Most of you would consider buying a property, valuable items, jewelry, new vehicle, acquiring a comfortable lifestyle. You would also be enjoying sound health, peaceful mind. Jupiter position in 11th house. The modern astrology says about it. What the modern astrology defined about Jupiter position in 11th house? The classic astrology, what they said, I already explained to you. What the modern astrology's presentation is this now. Jupiter transit in 11th house. Currently, your hopes, your ideals and wishes for the future play an important role in your life now. So your friends may be of considerable benefit to you now. You'll become more involved in group activities for you to understand the importance of group goals and the value to you as individual. This is not a time when you should try to go it all alone, nor you should limit yourself to working with one another person. You need to be with many people for thorough working and dealing with them, and you will learn a great deal of about yourself. Friends will be more than usually supportive, and you may make many new friends who will prove to be extremely valuable as time goes by. But this will not be on one-way street, and for you to be help them also. At this time in your life, you become more usually idealistic and will want to improve the world around you in every possible way. If your perspective is relatively broad, you will want to translate this desire into broad social reform, or at least make changes that will affect both of you and your friends. Lacking such perspective, you may work only to improve your personal situation in accordance with what you have always wanted. However, this is not a time to be selfish. The nature of this 11th house is such that if the improvement in your life do not affect others, the change will not be as meaningful or long lasting. Whatever you put out will come back in a greater quantity. Whatever you put out will always come back in an ever greater quantity. This is a definition of 11th house. So whenever you will face these kind of problems, complications, when Jupiter transit in 11th house, number one, if you're feeling lonely, then Jupiter means negative, 11th house. You're receiving bad news after bad news, Jupiter position in 11th house is negative. If you're feeling deeply hurt or depression, Jupiter 11th house position is negative. Financial issues, professional complications, Jupiter 11th house transit is negative. 6th house is occupied by any other planet. Jupiter's 11th house position transit is negative. 1st house is occupied by Moon. Jupiter 11th house position is not positive, is negative. 2nd house is occupied by Moon, or 6th house is occupied by Mercury. The Jupiter 11th house position is not positive, is negative. 3rd house is occupied by Mercury and Mars. Jupiter 11th house transit is not positive, is negative. Family relationship crisis going through one after another. Jupiter 11th house transit is not positive, is negative. You feeling lonely, very lonely. Jupiter 11th house transit is not positive, is negative. So these are the tasks you must do to convert the Saturn, Jupiter's negativity to positivity. You can convert Jupiter's transit in 11th house, convert that negativity to positivity. So these are the tasks, and you can help. You can take the help of these tasks. Task number one, do donate money towards someone's cremation. Very finest task, very unique, dignified donation. Please do donate money towards someone's cremation. Is, for example, you can donate half of the money, or full money, 1/4 of the money of the whole cost of the cremation, 1/10 of the cremation cost, Please do donate money towards someone's cremation. This is a very ultimate donation you can do towards someone's cremation. Yes. Second task, do wear a copper bangle in your right hand, converting Jupiter's inactivity into positivity in 11th house. Third task, refrain from non-vegetarian food. Refrain from intoxication and smoking. Fourth task, do donate money towards crematorium. Every city have a cremation ground, crematorium. Donate some money towards crematorium. Jupiter 11th house position become negative to positive. Fifth task, please do donate sugar, rice to religious priest on Thursday regularly for 12 times every Thursday, for 12th Thursday. Any quantity, 5 kilogram each, 1 kilogram each, 1 kilogram sugar, 1 kilogram rice. Do it like that, or 5 kilo, 10 kilo, whatever you can afford. This will convert Jupiter's transit 11th house activity to positivity. Yes, you can convert it. Precaution, what you shouldn't do. Refrain from intoxication, alcohol, smoking, non-vegetarian food. Chanting, which will give you boost for the 11th house transit from negative to positive. This chanting will help you. Aum Harim Kalim Hum Matangai Fat Swaha. Aum Harim Kalim Hum Matangai Fat Swaha. This chanting will make Jupiter's 11th house position from negative to positive. Now I am defining Jupiter's transit in 12th house, changing 11th house to the 12th house, Jupiter, in June for Leo. Leo can be your moon sign, Leo can be your rising sign. Transit of Jupiter in 12th house is happening on 2nd of June 2026. It will carry on till 31st of October 2026. Jupiter transit in 12th house for Leo. So the whole June, July, August, September, October, next 5 months, Jupiter will staying and transiting in 12th house. 2nd of June 2026, carry on till 31st October 2026 for Leo, moon sign, Leo, rising sign. So transit of Jupiter in 2026 in 12th house. During this time period, this indicates expenditure. The outflow of money is expected to be greater than inflow of income. Above all, you may also find difficulty in trade, difficulty in business, and especially those kind of, if you are business related to automobile. Some of you are also likely to spend more money in auspicious occasion on a long distance travel. This time period force upon your phase in which you may have to stay away from your native place, away from your family. If employed, hold on to position and rank at work, as this period may put you at risk to these as well. Mental and physical health may suffer, and you may experience mental affliction, grief and fear. Avoid undertaking any task that involve life risk. During this time period, you are susceptible to go astray and behave in a way that is not usual for you. Your conduct may vanish temporarily during this phase of time, and you may be negative in your attitude while approaching your nearest to dearest one. The society may go against you, and you may also be humiliated and defamed on the social front. Avoid being caught in any of unpleasant situation. Some of you are also likely to earn some extra money with which you may consider buying a property or car. Jupiter transit in 12th house. The modern astrology's explanation is this. Classic already explained. Jupiter transit in 12th house benefit in this during this is likely to quite beneficial as well. I'm going to define the benefit, but the benefit won't be as obvious as in other houses. Why? Because when Jupiter transit in 12th house, at this time you have the capacity to learn a great deal about the spiritual side of the life and the religious dimension of your life. Leo, you can also learn a great deal about yourself without encountering the fear or resistance that you often experience when you come to face with the aspect of yourself that you consider less desirable. Dispassionately and even compassionately at yourself, the world and other people, you feel more direct empathy for the suffering you see. You seem to have a new understanding of the fact that we are all in the same boat and that what is done to help one person is done for all. When Jupiter transit to 12th house, you may find a person who act as spiritual teacher for you. But remember that such person can come in any form, any guise. He can be from any part of the world. Yes, in any culture, any religion. That person, he or she, need not be someone who's publicly recognized as a teacher. No. Even an old friend may suddenly assume this role. When Jupiter transit in 12th house, God will find somebody to heal you, educate you spiritually and religiously. It's happened with me twice. So this I can only give you my example, experience with life. Yes. You may feel that something in you needs to be healed now, and this person will come forward to help you. It is also possible that you will play this role for someone else in the future. Only God chooses that. Only God will choose this person. This person is not like any self-styled guru. No, nothing like that. You are very concerned about spiritual truth and the wisdom now, because when Jupiter transit to 12th house, you may pass on what you learn during this transit to others. In general way, this transit may incline you to the study of metaphysics or the occult or the tantra or the meditation or the chanting. And the hidden aspect of this existence, you seek knowledge that will give you support and comfort and as well as meaning for your life. This transit may even signify a greater involvement with Orthodox religion and the temple. Whenever you go through these kind of situations, when Jupiter transit to 12th house, number 1, 5th house, 7th house, 9th house are occupied by Venus, Mercury or Rahu. The Jupiter position in 12th house is negative. Number 2, if you're feeling very restless, going through a lot of uncertainties, Jupiter 12th house position become negative. Third, huge financial crisis, losses, Jupiter 12th house position become negative. Fourth one, you adopt a poverty, Jupiter 12th house position become negative. Fifth, you're living in a conflict 24/7, Jupiter 12th house position become negative. Sixth, involved in professional cheating, deception, fraud, Jupiter's 12th house position become negative. Seventh, suffering with liver, suffering with asthmatic illness, Jupiter 12th house position become negative. Eighth one, crisis link with your father, crisis link with your life partner, Jupiter 12th house position become negative. Then do raise your Jupiter with the help of these kind of tasks. The task I'm going to recommend you. Task number 1, do wear a fine quality astrological activated gold and yellow sapphire in gold square pendant around your neck. The task number 1, this changes Jupiter 12th house position negative to positive. Second task, do keep a long ponytail of your hair, back of the hair, Jupiter 12th house position from negative to positive. Third task, do wear a white color cap or beige color cap all the time on your head, Jupiter's 12th house position from negative to positive. Fourth task, refrain from scandals, Jupiter's 12th house position from negative to positive. Fifth one, do wear a saffron tilak every day, Jupiter's 12th house position from negative to positive. Sixth one, fill a copper jug with water and put next to your bed before you sleep. Every day morning, please do wash your face, teeth, body with that water and do drink that water as well. Jupiter's 12th house position from negative to positive. Precaution wise, refrain from wearing Rudraksh mala around your neck or bead around your neck. Please don't do that. Chanting which you must boost. Om Ganesh Rinam Chinde 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 Varnayam Hom Name Fat. Om Ganesh Rinam Chinde 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 Varnayam Hom Name Fat. Om Ganesh Rinam Chinde 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 Varnayam Hom Name Fat. More you do this chanting, more you do this particular chanting, more you become financially content and overcome Jupiter transit in 12th house in activity thoroughly. Leo transit of Jupiter now from 12th house to the own sign, the first house, the own sign, for Leo rising sign, Leo moon sign in 2026. It will be happening from 31st of October 2026. Is coming to your own sign, Jupiter. The Leo, it will enter in your own sign, Leo. Rising sign, Leo, moon sign, Leo. Yes, It happened on 31st of October 2026. It is coming to your own sign, Leo, and will remain be there till 25th January 2027. The whole November 2026 in your sign, Jupiter. December 2026 on your own sign. And 25 days of January 2027, it will be transiting through your own sign. It's like 85 days, some sort of 80 plus days in your own sign, Leo. So what will be happening during this time period? Your marriage window, your child conceiving window has opened. You can get married during this time period. During this, you can conceive a baby. If you're a single person, you might get a proposal for marriage. And if you're a married couple, then you may also get a news of the conception of your baby. You can conceive a baby. When Jupiter transit through your first house, your own sign, Leo, moon sign, Leo rising sign, during this time period, you will maintain your family. You will be full of resources. You're always ready to work. You'd like to do work. Whatever you do, it will work for you. You'll do business and you perform auspicious deeds, good deeds. You'll be full of resources. You'll be popular among respectable people. And you will be, may I say that, endowed with all kind of comforts. You'll be extremely busy, happy, honored by the highest authority, performing good deeds, enjoying companionship. Leo, during this time period, your health would require extra attention and care to avoid any kind of disease. Avoid taking risk when it comes to your health. Financially also, you may have to face rough period. You may lose some of your money due to unnecessary expenditure. During this time period, there is also chance of you to staying away from your native land during this particular phase. This could also prove to be trying time professionally. Avoid any kind of arguments with your seniors at work. It might give you mental agony. During this time period, moreover, you put extra effort to complete your project successfully on time. This particular phase may also see you suffering from government punishment or humiliation and loss of position at work. Hold on to position and respect and do not put these into risk at any cost. Moreover, avoid argument with your family members and try to keep calm. When Jupiter transit through your own sign in your first house, during this time period, be cautious in your decision. While dealing with people, you would also need to keep your spirit high. This time period may bring some mental agony and depression as well. However, some of you also find solution to some of your previous problems during this particular time. Your interest in religious work will increasing. Students are likely to excel during this time phase. Your prestige in society is likely to move up during this time period. Jupiter transit in first house, your own sign, Leo moon sign, Leo rising sign. When Jupiter transit in first house, the modern astrology definition now, classic already explained. What the applied astrology says about this: when Jupiter transit in your own house, when Jupiter transit in your first house, your own sign, your own moon sign, your own ascendant, this transit beginning of a major cycle of growth. While Jupiter in your own sign, you must try to discover, rediscover what you are capable of. You should get to know yourself and what you can really accomplish, your potential. Because under this influence, you feel more secure about yourself and the impression influence that you make upon others. You will be more confident, brave, presentable, dignified, but you should not react to this transit by exaggerating your own importance either. Look at the truth of who you are, what you are capable of. That should be entirely adequate. This is also a time for upgrading your knowledgeability, skill set and gaining a new experience. All this is a part of your present need for the growth, which affect not only yourself but also the way you deal with the situation and scenario. At this time, it is very important to upgrade your aptitude or prejudice that may have hung over with you from long period of time. Person and resources are likely to be drawn to you now, and you should take constructive advantage of them. In other words, anyone whom you become involved with or at this time should benefit from the association as much as you do. Only through mutual help will you really achieve the growth. The spiritual dimension of you should be greater now. You must know the deeper dimension and meaning as well. Otherwise, the rest become meaningless. This year, 2026, should be quite fortunate for you in personal terms. Your relationship, personal and professional, and encounter with others should work to your advantage consistently. Jupiter will increase your self-confidence and poise should serve you well and enable you to raise the scope of your activities. But try not to be overbearing. Even if you score significant success, don't delude yourself into thinking that you have all the answers and solution to every problem. But you are still learning, upgrading, developing under this transit. When Jupiter in your own sign, Leo, moon sign, Leo, rising sign. But whenever you face any of the problems, complications and hassles, number one, if 8th house is occupied by any other planet, the Jupiter position in your own sign will not be very positive. Second house, second scenario, when 2nd, 5th or 9th or 12th house occupied by enemy of Jupiter and moon is occupied in 4th house, then Jupiter transiting your own sign, Leo, will not be that positive. Third scenario, 2nd, 5th, 9th, 12th house occupied by Rahu, Venus, Mercury and Saturn, then Jupiter own position in your own sign will not be that positive. Fourth one, loss of status, loss of prestige, loss of comfort, loss of family happiness. Then Jupiter's transit through own sign, Leo, will not be very positive. Fifth one, if you're feeling trapped by enemies all the time, the Jupiter transit through your own sign is not Leo, transiting through own sign, Leo is not positive. Sixth one, when Jupiter transit in your own sign, Leo, if you're feeling lack of support, lack of guidance, then Jupiter's position in your own sign will not be that positive. Seventh one, Jupiter transit in your own sign, Leo. If you're going through loss of status, loss of prestige, then Jupiter's position is inactive. Eighth one, lack of personal comfort at that time, Jupiter position in your own sign is inactive. Ninth one, you're feeling very suffocated in your life, Jupiter's transiting through Leo will be inactive. 10th one, your own people will letting you down very badly. Your Jupiter 10th house, your own sign transit, you're not, when Jupiter transit in Leo's own sign is not positive, is inactive. Then do raise the Jupiter with the help of these tasks. Task number 1, bury 7 kg black salt in the cultivated land on Saturday early hours of the morning between 4:30 and 6:30. Repeat 7 Saturday, please, if you can, or 1 Saturday or 7 Saturday. This will make Jupiter's Lagna position, your own sign position, transiting your own house position from negative to positive. Second, do pierce your left nostril and do wear a white metal stud for 129 days. And after 129 days, take out the stud and flow in the fast flowing river. This will change Jupiter's inactive position to positive. Third transit, third scenario, the solution. Do refrain from wearing bead around your neck. No Rudraksh bead around your neck. Fourth, never ever insult your father and religious priest. Fifth one, refrain from keeping temple inside your house. Don't do that. That will make your Jupiter not positive and become negative. Sixth one, solution. Do respect elders. Do take care of your ladies. Do take care of your cleaners. Do respect your elders. Do respect your ladies inside the family, outside the family. Do respect cleaners, people who are cleaning toilets. Please, very, very important. Seventh one, refrain from consuming any form of alcohol, any form of intoxication, any form of non-vegetarian food. The precaution you must avoid, refrain from consuming alcohol, smoking, non-vegetarian food. The chanting which will give you ultimate boost, Jupiter position in your own sign, Leo. This is chanting, it can help you. Gam bhur bhave swahe, gam tat savitur varneyam, gam bhargo devasya dhimahi, gam dhiyo yona prachodayat, gam bhur bhave swahe, gam bhur bhave swahe, gam tat savitur varneyam, gam bhargo devasya dhimahi, gam dhiyo yona prachodayat, gam. More you do this chanting, more you achieve success, prosperity, rising and accomplishment. My dear friends, life can feel noisy and confusing. especially when you are carrying big questions about work, money, family, health, or relationships. If you would like more clarity through 2026, inside my Prakash Astrologer app, you can watch all 14 one-time life events forecast for your signs and also use your weekly and monthly premium horoscopes to plan with more confidence and less stress. All of this is free for you until the end of 2026. Whether you're already in my app or watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can visit astrology.prakashastrologer.com to register or log in and start using this support whenever you need it.